Well then folks, after a little break with some 3D printing for the DR1, it's time to get back to this sort of festive period build, the Debutante, bit of nostalgia. The engine bearers are in place, the holes have been drilled for the bolts, the engine's been put to one side now, and now it's time to give the front cowl some shape, put a hinged cover for the engine, for access to the engine. This needs to be filled in. These areas are filled in. So I'm going to start to actually finally make it look like the Debutante that I built as a 14, 15-year-old. And the first thing to do is to cut out this part, the nose. You'll notice a dotted line inside, and that's to hold the planking that's going to go around to form the shape of the cowl. But the first thing to do is to cut this shape out. It's been Pritt sticked onto some masking tape so that the masking tape can be peeled off once it's done. The approximate position for the engine bearers is there. I'll have to double check it with the engine bearers I've got in place. So I'll get this cut out and then we'll mount it onto the front of the nose and we'll start looking at the planking process. As you can see, I've sort of temporarily mounted the engine. It's actually only got one bolt in it there. I've cut out the front former and I've had to carve it out quite substantially inside, and that's obviously because this engine is way over the top in terms of size, but it's what I've got that's got some radio control throttling ability, so it's what I'm going to use. If it's too powerful, I'll simply throttle it back. As I say to people who moan about using big engines, you can always move the stick the other way. Now if I put this on, and bear with me, it's hard to do on camera. Wait a minute. I'm going to come back. Well, as you can see, I've now added the front nose to the cowl area, and it's been painted in a black fuel-proof enamel chroma. I just thought it was worthwhile getting that on, at least part of this done before the cladding actually goes on. But something else has just struck me actually. The making of this cowling, although this is obviously a vintage Balsa model, would actually lend itself very well to replacing a cowl for a foam model that you've smashed up. Now I remember a few years ago when I first learned to fly, of course you have a few impacts with terra firma that do some damage to cowling, and you have to patch them up and make them. Sometimes they're beyond being patched up, and when that happens, well, what do you do next? Well, it's pretty obvious. You just make a one, and although this is going to be a cowl that gives shape and character to the Debutante, I'm sure that this is a technique that you could use to replace a damaged cowl on any foamy model, really. It's just a little bit of imagination. So bear that in mind when I'm doing this. It can be applied in other contexts, not just in the way of building an old Balsa model. Of course, you could take it further and then use the plug that you make as a plug to make a fiberglass moulding. Perhaps that'll be the subject of a topic in another day. Anyway, what have I got to do next? Well, I have to clad around here. This area here needs to be cut out at some stage so that I can have a hinged access to the engine. I need to be able to bolt the engine in, so I need to be aware of that. I can't fit captive nuts on the back, it's too small. So I'm going to have access to this side as well. First job I need to do is to actually form a support on the inside here for the planking to be applied. So to do that, I'm going to take an imprint, and this is the way I'm going to do it. Just going to take a piece of paper. There's nothing fancy going on here. You can hear I'm just ripping it, even if you can't see it. I'm going to put it over there, and I'm simply going to form an impression of that curve. Now that I've got the impression of the curve, I'm going to cut some balsa to go on the inside that will support the planking that goes over the top here. So I'll get those cut out and I'll stick them on. And when I've done that, I'll talk about the steps I'm going to go to make this hatch and also to plank the overall structure. So there's the support now, and that will allow me to start planking around the model. Now, obviously both sides are the bulk of it in one piece, but I have to allow for cutouts for the engine, and there's two ways to go about that. I could cut them out now, or I could make the whole thing, then make it detachable and cut it out. And I think that might actually be the way to go. So what I'll start doing, is gluing this piece on, and then some planking all the way around. This has been partly cut through, so I should be able to remove it and then cut through at this point so that the whole structure can come off. I'm going to hinge it here. So at that point, I'm thinking about using some spruce. So I've got something solid to hinge into. Balsa's obviously not up to taking a hinge. So I'll start that process. I might even do it as a time lapse so you can see what I'm actually doing. I'm just pausing the time lapse there. You can see I'm having to throw it round a bit to get it the way I want. Obviously it's very faceted at the moment, but that'll all come out with some sanding. And then this will have to be cut out. But I'm going to carry on doing this, and then I'll show you what it's like before I start hacking away at it. That's it, boxed in, blocked in. It looks like an old British coin, the threepenny bit with all the edges, but I'm going to take it outside. It's freezing cold, but I'll wrap up and get the bulk of it sanded down so you can see what it looks like. Then I'll probably call this video to an end. The next session I'll fill in these parts, and underneath between the stringers need to be filled, and then we look at freeing this up, cutting it cleanly away so it can get to the hatch and move on. I think that'll be the fuselage all but done at that stage. A little bit of fairing to go around here. So I'll clean it up and then I'll show you the finished product. Can't see a fairer than that. Well, that's it, sort of cleaned up. It's not finished cleaned. Obviously I'll leave that till later on. And it needs a 1/16 plywood piece on the very front, and then this needs a bit more sanding. It got a bit too cold out there and I began to choke on the balsa dust. But I hope you've enjoyed that. In the next stage I'll fill these sections in and finish off the fuselage. I hope you enjoyed that, and it's not too difficult to make a cowl. If I want to make a fiberglass cowl from this, you simply do it the thickness of the fiberglass smaller, so about a millimetre, millimetre and a half. Do it over, lay the cloth over the top, and then you can use body filler and sand it down and get a fairly good finish. You don't need to do a full mould for it. But anyway, there you go. Debutante moves on.